Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. I am so pumped because it's Mario Kart week. Hit that like button if you're excited. Let me know in the comments down below if you're planning to play. And oh, P.S., I've got an early release live stream coming your way tomorrow. We're gonna kick it off at 9 a.m. Pacific. That's noon Eastern. Be ready to race with me. All right, it's gonna be a super fun time. The link is in the description down below so you can bookmark the page and be ready for us to vroom those engines on the brand new courses. And let's get straight into our first story, which is about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. The Course Booster Pack has been boosted. Take a look at this picture. Coconut Mall. We all love shopping. We all love shopping with DK. We all love shopping for coconuts, and this racetrack is beloved and it's looking better. A lot of people were quick to criticize the graphics of the Mario Kart 8 DLC, and myself included, because they looked very blobbish. They looked very not so detailed. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is actually a really pretty game, and it seemed like these carryover courses weren't gonna get the same treatment. But now Coconut Mall is looking more vibrant and brighter, and maybe Nintendo has done a last-minute graphical pass over some of these courses. Personally, I'm very fingers crossed that that's the case. I'm excited to play brand new courses no matter what, and they'll still have the Nintendo charm, but if they are putting a bit of extra effort in, I would appreciate that. And another sign that they're doing just that is that we now know that these courses, you can pick your paths. Now this was news to me because I'm not a big Mario Kart Tour player, but Nintendo released a press release just now stating that the courses from Mario Kart Tour, like Tokyo Blur and Paris, they're gonna combine all the versions of the courses into one. So you can pick the different paths from the different versions of the courses on the mobile app now in one giant course, which means they did actually modify the course to make it bigger and better. So basically what I'm saying is that in Mario Kart Tour, there was like Tokyo Blur 1, 2, and 3 that had different variations, different paths around the city, and you could play them separately. In fact, you had to play them separately, but in Mario Kart Tour, Tokyo Blur is one big course with all those pathways and all those areas accessible always, meaning you get to pick your path, which is pretty darn nifty. Nintendo also announced some maintenance for Mario Kart, meaning they are cooking that DLC and getting ready. We do not know the exact release time of when it's going to kick over in the United States or in Europe, but I will be playing it early with y'all tomorrow morning, so I hope to see you at the stream. It's just freaking great that we're playing new Mario Kart in 2022, but I know y'all have your fingers crossed that we're playing Hollow Knight Silksong in 2022. This one really gave me some chills upon my buggy back because I hope that this is near. I hope that Nintendo surprise drops it at an indie world or an upcoming direct. We now know though that the voice actress for the main character of Hollow Knight has completed her work. She's finished all the voice lines. What the heck does Hornet say? Yeah. I don't know. Does this bug talk? Is there voice acting in Hollow Knight Silksong? Did I miss something? Or is this just bug sounds? Either way, we hear from Makoto Koji, who is the voice actor for Hornet, that, hey, it's all done. She finished all her voice lines. I don't know how far that means they are in terms of getting near release, but it definitely means that they are close. To be complete with something like that shows that this isn't like being bumbled around. I think Hollow Knight Silksong is very nearing its release. And I imagine Team Cherry wants to get it out there. They want to start cashing in on all their hard work. And what started out as a DLC has now ballooned into many years of development. And like, they're probably just itching from the bugs to get this game out there. So let me know when you think Hollow Knight is gonna release. And if you're pumped to hear that the voice work is done, and hopefully that means the game is soon. Cross your fingers, your tentacles, your toes, or even your little antennae, because I want to play this one, and it's going to make 2022 somehow even better. This week is just crazy. Okay, we now get a brand new tweet from Nate the Hate. This is Nate Drake over on the Reset Era forums. I've talked about him many times. He is a really good Nintendo insider. He has a lot of leaks and a lot of hints. His Twitter account is Direct Feed Games, and he tweeted something interesting because Switch Online is getting yet another boost. All right, we're just seeing Nintendo do all the stuff here. He says first it was F-Zero GX being added to the N64 NSO, and later this week we'll be getting a new batch of Genesis games. Will any of them match the high-octane action of F-Zero GX? Now, Nate, I do gotta point out that F-Zero GX is the GameCube version. You mean F-Zero X. But anyways, new Genesis games, new Switch Online update, and a batch, he says. We know that Nintendo has been releasing the N64 titles one by one, pretty much once per month, with F-Zero X just releasing last week. New Genesis games could be cool. We know from Emily Rogers and others that Nintendo has invested a lot into licensing for these games. That's why they're able to put like Banjo-Kazooie on the N64 NSO. And supposedly they've worked with Capcom and Konami to bring Genesis games, so I'm curious which ones they have. Admittedly, I never owned a Genesis, so I don't really know the big games that they still have to release, but I'm excited to see, and if anything is interesting, I'll definitely download it. Did you ever have a Genesis? Have you played Genesis? Is there any games from Genesis that you're hoping they add? Either way, the Nintendo Switch Online service is building, and rapidly. They really are ramping things up in 2022. Thank goodness. It's about freaking time. They also added new icons if you want to get some Mario Odyssey stuff for your profile, but more importantly, let's keep tabs on what NSO adds later this week, because I believe Nate Drake, and I'm excited to see what they reveal. Now, if you were excited to see what EA was going to reveal at their summer EA Play, well, it's no longer. EA announced that they won't be playing in 2022, saying we love EA Play Live as it's our way of connecting with our players and sharing what's new with you all. However, this year things aren't lining up to show everything at one date. Now that's the key phrase there, because they're not saying, oh my gosh, we got no games. They're saying like, hey, one show don't make sense. And honestly, I know it's kind of rare for EA, but I'm gonna applaud them. Okay, I do love big shows, and I wish E3 was what it once was. The fact of the matter is, these shows sometimes are very forced, and we see it from State of Plays where we're like, why was that a global show? It seems like you could have tweeted it out or maybe not even mentioned it. It's really underwhelming. And if EA knows that this one-time show would be underwhelming, then hey, good on them. They say that they're still going to be revealing more about their projects and upcoming games as the time is right for each of them. And yeah, that's spread out. It's not like a Christmas week, but it does ensure that we actually get good stuff. Because oftentimes these events end up being like, why did we get excited? And I think that disappointment is more frustrating than having things spaced out. So if they are gonna share about, say, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2 in May, and if they're gonna share about, I don't know, Need for Speed or something like that later in the year, that is fine by me. I don't really expect them to have a ton of Switch stuff, although they did do Knockout City, Apex Legends, Lost, and Random. All those games are on Switch. Maybe EA is starting to come around, and maybe some of these EA games will actually pop in a Nintendo Direct. It's possible they could pop in the summertime, because like a Switch game doesn't justify a whole EA Play Live, but it does justify appearing in a Nintendo Direct. I'm actually eager to see, since Apex is there, if Respawn could get the original Jedi Fallen Order to run on Switch. Maybe with that AMD FSR, they can boost those graphics algorithmically and make the game look kind of pretty. That would be a fun port and a really nice third-party release. We'll have to wait and see, but no EA Play, and the summer is shaking out to be a strange one. E3 is kind of not a thing, but everybody's gonna try to have things, but not all at once. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but let me know if you would rather have no show than a disappointing show, because I kind of think I would. Cruising right along, we've made it to our community poll, the place where you let me know what you think about a variety of super cool topics. Yesterday I asked, which Switch game do you wish would get some big DLC now that Mario Kart is coming at us this week, like 5 years later? I gave you Mario Odyssey, Mario Party Superstars, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Luigi's Mansion 3, and Ring Fit Adventure, because those are games that lacked big single-player DLC. And resoundingly, people are picking Mario Odyssey, myself included, because that game seemed ripe for single-player DLC. New Kingdoms was perfect, and we had the rumor of like Delfino Isle coming to the game and merging some Mario Sunshine with Mario Odyssey. It would have been kismet, and yet they opted not to. Now, Bowser's Fury could have been a Mario Odyssey kind of DLC, but I'm glad it evolved into its own thing. I would still like to see Mario Odyssey DLC. Maybe they could release it to hype up a sequel at some point next year. 24% of you, though, would like to see Mario Party Superstars DLC, and that's one that I think we will get. It would be so easy for them to just add some boards and charge you for them, or add it to the Switch Online expansion pack. Either way, I think that's gotta happen, right? It's just too easy. It's too smart. Unless they're gonna make another Mario Party in a couple of years. I really would love to see DLC for that. DK got 5%, Luigi's Mansion 12%, and Ring Fit Adventure 6%. Nintendo has opened the book. They said, hey, we did Mario Kart 5 years later. Anything is possible, and everything is awesome. And thank you for being so awesome and watching this show. I'll see you guys all soon, and I hope to see you at that Mario Kart stream bright and early tomorrow morning. Until that time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until next time, I love you a lot. SwitchForce out.